I spent the day with the people at Roc Roi Adventures in Grandvalira, Andorra, having a blast snowmobiling and dog mushing through the snow-blanketed Pyrenees. But our last activity was a little more practical. Next on the list, Mike is going to take me and show me how to build a survival igloo, which is one of the things that they offer here, because they do go on backpacking treks through the mountains, and if they get hit with the snow or lose their tent, it's good to know how to build an igloo using your backpack or a log or something like that. So he's gonna take me to a place and show me how to do that. So vámonos, let's go. This is my guide, Mike, who began by explaining how an igloo keeps you from freezing by maintaining a constant 32 degrees Fahrenheit temperature inside, no matter what it dips to outside. He then went through a checklist of mandatory tools you need to pack with you when hiking in a place where snow's a possibility, like this compact snow shovel. And although we won't be needing it for this project, a decent length of nylon rope is always good to have with you. We began construction by picking a good spot. Okay, so step number one is you've got to clear out your spacing. So you make a little circle, not too large, big enough to spend some time in. Then you dig that space out. You'll want to make the circle large enough for 1 or 2 people to climb into when you're done. Once you've dug down a foot or so, it's time to start defining the space. So I'm just sort of stamping out the circle here. Stamping to make like a little ice wall around it. Doesn't matter if the floor is a little soft right now, we'll harden that up. Next, we would place a standard backpack into the hole we dug. However, now we don't have regular backpacks, we only have our day packs with us. So to stand in for an actual backpack that you'd have when you're hiking, the people here at Roc Roi bring out baskets that are about the size of a regular backpack. So that's what's gonna stand in for us to build this igloo. So these are the baskets I'm talking about here. Now we put 3 of them in the middle here. Now, if you're alone in the mountains, you're only gonna have 1 backpack. So this is kind of a shortcut we're taking, putting down the 3. If you're in a trio and you got 3 people, then great, you can do it this way. But if you're alone, you're only gonna be able to use 1 backpack. What this does for us here using 3 is it just shortens our work at the end when we gotta hollow it out. So we're kind of cheating a little bit. But it's the same principle whether you use 1 or 3 or however many you have. We wrap the baskets in plastic to simulate backpacks. And so now begins the process of filling in the circle with the snow. Gently, of course, because you don't want to push the backpacks or the baskets around. As I said earlier, you can build one of these shelters without a backpack by using a log or anything else you can find for that matter. This is the longest part of the process, and I gotta go eat. So I'm gonna move things along a little. And here it is. Mike explained the final step of gently pulling the backpacks out and climbing inside to finish the construction.
You open the door, like underground, and we take off the cases.
So this is the cooking show version. We have our pre-prepared igloo right here, but if this were the one that we covered up, basically you remove the basket or the backpack, you take them out and you'll have a hollow space in there. Then you're gonna take your small shovel and you're gonna go in there and you're gonna hollow it out inside. So I am inside the hollowed out igloo. It's very, very comfortable in here. But basically, when you first crawl in, it's gonna be really tight and you're gonna use this shovel right here, your smaller shovel, to hollow it out on the inside, like this. Now, like I said, I'm taking the shortcut here because we gotta go eat lunch. But basically, this is iced because it's been sitting overnight. If you were making this fresh, it's gonna be a lot easier to hollow out with your shovel here. But basically, you get the idea here. And there you have it. A nice, comfortable igloo to spend the night. I think I'm about to take a nap in here.